Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. And the battle started. This is an M53, M55. In fact, it's an M55. It's the Tier 9 American SPG. This one's located on the southeast spawn of Fjords, and it's under the command of Angelina 75. Now, the M55 has an 8-inch howitzer, so it's capable of doing 1050 alpha, penetrating 52mm of armour, and it's got a burst radius of 11.1 meters, which makes this one of the most powerful and one of the best Artys in the game. Not the best in my book, but, well, other people think it is the best. Okay, well, Angelina's looking for a new target and found one. T62A. This is a Tier 10 battle with Tier 9 tanks in it, and she's a Tier 9 Arty. Now, when this replay was sent in, Angelina said that something was very nice, something very complimentary by her team at the end of the game. They actually sent her a message and said, "You saved the game for us." And I know that might give away the ending of the battle, but I thought you might like to know that before we actually see the replay, or as we're seeing the replay, to see exactly what Angelina did that pleased her teammates so much. Well, she's having difficulty trying to find a target that she can shoot at. She did see a Hesh barn through the Western Pass. That's the one over in grid square F3. And of course that would make a nice juicy target. She fires around into that corner. Unfortunately, it doesn't stun anyone or do any damage. Okay, she's in reload and now looking for another target. Now this is what makes this position, this particular position near the cap, not so great. But she has now got a angle that she can hit that Waffenträger auf Panzer IV, and that's a very thinly armoured TD. Now if she can land a round on that vehicle, she will more than likely penetrate it. There's a Jagdtiger. Now she's less likely to pen him, and she's got a red line which indicates that she wouldn't be able to shoot through the hill. There's an obstruction in the way. She's changing position, and she did knock a tree down there, but I don't think we'll hold that against her. She's now looking for another target. She's found the Jagdtiger again. The Hesh barn is now visible again. Now that's a very difficult shot, shooting between those silos. Every time I've tried that, I've hit the silo. Yep, and she did as well. Angelina's finding out the hard way. Sometimes you try a particular shot and you think, yeah, sure, I can squeeze a shell through that gap, and no, it just doesn't come off. Just having another look. Looks like she's headed off to Little Italy, the peninsula, which is this little piece of ground here, which looks like Italy on the map. But it's actually quite good because it does have fairly good angles on most of the enemy habitats, on one of the most frequent places that they shoot from. The only problem is, of course, the enemy Arty knows this as well, and that's why they look for tracer from this spot to get counter batteries. Oh, she's got a good angle on the T62A this time, and she could wipe him out with one round. She fires it in, and 262 hit points. So it's a good hit, but it was a near miss. It wasn't a direct hit. If she had hit that 62A, I think he probably would have been back in the garage by now. Okay, she's looking for that Waffenträger auf Panzer IV, who would make a very tasty morsel. She's got a reload time of 32.3 seconds. And no, you can't shoot at those guys because they're in the pass, and therefore they're unhittable at this particular point. She's looking for a counter battery. I think she was looking for some tracer there from any enemy Arty that would be firing from that position. But there's only one Arty on the enemy team, and it's a 212A. That's the Soviet Tier 9. Ah, and the tree goes down, which indicates that somebody's at home. She fires a round in at that spot. And that was a pretty good guess that somebody was in attendance at that particular spot. If it was the Waffenträger, he would have been damaged. course, Arty players look for any clues like that which actually tell them that the enemy is there. And there is that Heshbon again. And lo and behold, she actually does have an angle that she can hit him. Oh, but now he's moved too close and she cannot get a spot on him. Okay, over here, there are some enemy tanks, but they're coming down the hill towards her, which is not a good idea. And she hits someone. Not the 277, he's still moving, not the 5A. So it must be the other tank that was actually in attendance at that moment. And I think that was an Object 430. We've got a Gorilla 15 in the field area. Now if she can get around into him, she will do a lot of damage because that thing's got virtually no armor whatsoever. The 277's hiding behind the rock. One of the enemy tanks is just on the outskirts of the... Oh, she killed the 277! About to say one of the enemy tanks is actually hiding next to the cap. That's the Wizzy. And she's now dialing in on the Jagdtiger. Now remember I said the team thought that what she did actually saved the game. They've killed all the enemy in the south at the South Pass. And now they just want to get rid of this Gorilla. And potentially any enemy tanks that are actually near the cap. And it was the Object 430 that she blind hit. Well, that landed right next door to where the Gorilla 15 was last seen. And there's two tanks in close proximity to our cap. The Object 430. And there's the Waffenträger. Now, she can take him out if she can get a pen. She can't take him out altogether in one shot, but she could get a penetrating shot into him, though Wizzy 111.5A is very low on hit points. He's potentially a one shot or a splash kill. She's looking around for another target. There's the Gorilla again. The Jagdtiger, he's a splash kill as well. She fires at him, and yes, she killed him. She splashed him on the rear. Bit of high explosive on his posterior, and he's sent back to the garage. Okay, we saw that Gorilla 15 heading for the southern pass. I think he's going after our Jaegeru and our Heshbon. And there's that Waffenträger again. We're almost loaded. And now he is a one-shot if we can get a penetrating round and a high roll. So she really needs this one. Rounds out. Oh, big direct hit. And she killed him. He set fire and he blew up. She set light to him. So 3 kills now for Angelina 75. That was an important one. The Waffenträger was full health. He got a hit from our Waffenträger, but immediately after that he got smacked by Angelina and set light to, and she hit him with a high roll with the first shot, 981. Well, high roll? No, it's actually a low roll, but it was a penetrating round, and she set light to him at the same time and he burned to death. Now the Gorilla's in the town, but she's aiming for the Object 430U, who's supposedly hiding behind that house. That's what the team are indicating. Fires around in, demolishes the house. Yup, that's going to take a rebuilding job. And I can hear some destruction going on, which sounds to me like the 430 was hit and is moving back. Well, there's the Wizzy 111.5A. And I see it just a brief second I saw the Object 430, and I think they're both moving towards the cap. There's only 4 left on the enemy team. There's the 430. That's the tank she blind hit. She fires around in and smacks him for 341 from splash. He's only got 3 hit points now, so he's definitely an easy kill for someone, but he's skirting the cap. He's not going in. He's trying to avoid going in. The Wizzy 111 is actually staying in the cap, and I think the reason why he's skirting the cap is he doesn't want to go in because he's too low on health. Now Angelina's got the chance here to hit the 5A and reset the cap. She's trying to get the shot, the angle. She's got a red line there, so she can't do it there, but the Wizzy 111 leaves the cap, and it's now 4 versus 3. The enemy's got no Arty. That Waffenträger is holding that corner against the Wizzy 111. but he's also holding some of our tanks at bay. There's the 430. She's dialed in on him. Rounds out. Kill. She got him. 4 kills now. So that 430 has had most of his hit points stripped away by Angelina. And now there's only one enemy left. It's the Heshbon, the FB4005 Stage 2. Last seen in the Western Pass. We don't know where he is now. In fact, that spot was from way back at the start of this game. And our Heshbon, who's up on the hill, he's very low on hit points. 62 is all he's got. Our Waffenträger's low, our Jaeger's low. And Angelina 75, well, she's a What Arty Noobs member. So she doesn't sit around and wait for the enemy to come to her. No, she goes to the enemy and tries to take them out face to face. Because this is what I like doing as well, is you go mobile and it's something the enemy never expects, and they see an Arty coming towards them at the end of a battle. They think, what? And they don't like facing the 8-inch gun on these Artys because it's, oh, there's the FB4005. Oh dear. Now that was an HE round, but we now know where she is, where he is. He was in the Western Pass, he's still there, and now our teammates can actually home in on that spot. If the Waffenträger goes around to the north, the Jagdpanzer E100 goes to the south, and the FB4005 holds that pass, there's no way that Heshbon is going to get away with it. It's a real pity that she died when she did, but she got a hell of a lot of hit points, and she said he is in the valley, and she said sorry, but I can see in chat that, well, she's sad that she did die, but if she'd actually found the Heshbon, she would have hit them. And he said, actually, the E50 said, no, you really did good. You saved the day. So the E50 driver thinks they did well, and the Waffenträger kills the Heshbon, and that does end the game with a victory. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it's a third-class tanker for Angelina 75 in the M53, M55. She got a Reaper. She actually killed consecutive tanks with 1 shot each. And she also managed to get a fighter badge for killing at least 4 enemy tanks, and she did get 4 exactly. She got an arsonist. She set light to the Waffenträger auf Panzerwehr and watched him burn, and she also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. She got 9 in that one, and her win rate in the game was 2502, which is Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score and see exactly where she came. Well, the high score on damage was the Jagdpanzer E100 with 6,181 hit points of damage. He picked up a high caliber and a Confederate. The next high score on damage was the Wizzy 111.5A, who managed to get 5,335. And after that, it was the T95 FV4001 on our team with 4,495 hit points. We can see that Angelina managed to get 2,206. That's including the blind shot she made on the Object 430. And we can actually see as well that the amount of damage she did to the Object 430 was 344 hit points, and that included the blind kill, the one that splashed him out. Well, it wasn't a blind kill actually, but the round that splashed him, the one that killed him, and the one that when he was coming down the valley. And she also got the full 1,067 hit points of damage off that Waffenträger when he was hit by our Waffenträger. And well, she damaged that 5A for 399, and a T62 she killed him for 262 hit points. Let's have a look at the team scores again. When it came to kills, she had the highest number. She had 4 kills. The Chieftain managed to get 3, the Waffenträger 3, and the Wizzy 111 Model 5A got 3. And when it came to base XP, well, she only got 788, but then there was only 3 players above her in the list. The Jagdpanzer E100, the Chieftain, and the Waffenträger auf Panzerwehr. When it came to details, she fired 12 rounds, got 3 direct hits, 1 penetration. I suspect the penetrating shot was the one on the Waffenträger auf Panzer IV, as it obviously went straight through him. 7 splash, damage of 2,206 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. She received 1 hit. It was a penetration. That was from the FP4005, and she couldn't see him. He was just too far away for her to spot. 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 4 killed, and 5 stuns. On a premium count, she earned 29,229 credits, got 60,000 credits for completing the mission events, total 89,229 credits, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, well, no consumable costs there, she actually still made a massive profit of 51,953 credits. She got 20 bonds for that battle, and also 1,182 XP times 2 for the first victory, 591 for completing the mission and events, total 2,955 experience points altogether. And as she said, the team said, I saved the day. Well, that was the E50M driver, who was obviously, or E50 driver rather, who was obviously very impressed with what she did. And the E50 driver didn't get any damage, any kills, just 525 XP for turning up. But he acknowledged that she did the work that actually helped them win, and you can see that from the sheer number of kills she did, and of course the fact that she took out the Waffenträger with a lovely shot. I think she even got some damage on the Gorilla, did she? No, she didn't get any damage on the Gorilla, but she did actually damage the tracks of the 212A, funnily enough, as well. So she didn't touch the Gorilla 15, unfortunately. She tried a blind shot at him, but it didn't get him. But she did get that Object 277 as well. That was another good one. So yes, recognition from other team players is an important thing to what Arty Noobs members, because it shows we're doing it right. We're doing it the way it's supposed to be done. We don't head for the water and try and drown ourselves in battles. No, we go to get the extra damage that's available to us if we can hit the enemy once more, even if it's just to ram them and die in the process. But at least we're going down fighting. We don't give up. We don't suicide. We fight. And very well done to Angelina. Nice that you got recognition for your work in this game. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And thank you for watching.